Hi everybody, it's Rob and Pam with Old Style Classics baseball cards and Andre Dawson.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Wow, she said it. Oh, you guys are so lucky, and so am I, because I'm here to hear it and see it. Thank you, Pamela.
You're welcome, Robert.
Oh, Pamelet. Rob Mio and Pamelet. I've got no news on my mom, so I didn't mention that in the last video, so I guess no news is good news. But thank you for joining me. This is part 2, October 28th, 2023. I had 4 eBay packages today to open, as you can see in front of you. First thing I picked up was, I told you the story how I was shopping for a Dawson stained glass card, and then when I got off of one and I was going down, closed that page and was continuing to look for the other Andre Dawsons, when I typed in Andre Dawson stained glass card, this was like the first thing that was on there, and it was such a small picture. I thought that this was a mini stained glass one that somebody was selling for cheap, like it had to make an offer or a bid. Well, I guess I accidentally put a bid, and I was like put in like 20 bucks thinking I could steal this at the last second. Then when I double checked, I was like, oh crap, that's just a base black border card. And then I tried to send the guy a message, and he never responded. Like, dude, can you let me out of this, because please don't take advantage of me. I thought you were selling a stained glass card. Never heard back. And then the auction ended and I won because I had the high bid, but it was the 99 cents. So I got these two for 99 cents. So an extra Andre Dawson, that's super cool. Dodged a bullet there, because maybe $4 for these two cards would be fair. That's a really good centered one, so that's going into my collection. And then the next thing we pulled was the Adam Ray A version of the relic. Alright, let's get these out of here for now. Give them my camera fits. So that's the Ray A version of a relic card, but it doesn't have any memorabilia as far as like subject worn like it says. So I think it's probably his act typed out on paper that was cut up and put in here. So I think it's intentional. Obviously it's intentional, but I think it's a gag that they're like, yeah, let's not do an actual piece of cloth or something that this guy wore. He's gonna put like his script or his comedy act that has been typed out, and put that in the relic. So I thought that was funny. It's just one of those weirdo things that Allen Ginter will sometimes do, like the Ermsey artist card this year, where it's just the dude's painting of himself, I'm assuming, that they put on the card, so that's representing him, is his actual art. And then when you see it in the hot box version foil, it's just epic. And it's chase card. And then when I had first seen somebody saying, oh, it's missing the relic, and then I was like, huh, that's weird. What does it say, like glue relic hair or something like that? But then I noticed some other ones had different stuff written on it, and that's when I was like, oh, that's a gag. It's one of these things Allen Ginter's does that's kind of a weird little odd gag. They allowed this guy to decide what he was going to put in here. At least that's what I think. And so I got this one. These ones are like really cheap. We're talking like $4 or $5. And I'm like, I could get that Andre Dawson black border for like $4 or $5 for some people, with the whole shipping and all that. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. And then I believe I have another one with a different colored paper in there. So that's cool. That's just, because Allen Ginter's originally started off as kind of a set that covers all kinds of different things, not just baseball, from the 1800s, 1887 and on. They've always done different things. That's why I appreciate that they do that kind of stuff, and they kind of carry on their tradition, and they also do weird stuff like this. Just like the other things that I've shown you, like the Music to Your Ears instrument relic cards. They're like a quarter of an inch thick, so I picked up two, you know, because these are rare, hard to pull, as opposed to like Goodwin Champions, which this would be like eight out of every 9 relics or something that you would get. Nevertheless, I like some of the weird oddball stuff that Allen Ginter's does. And like I showed the other video, there's my rarest Allen Ginter that I picked up yesterday, and that is an employee autograph card from 2015. It's number 8 of 10. And you ask yourself, well, why do you want an employee autograph card? That's stupid or something, some people think, and I think it's awesome. But the real reason is it checks off a bunch of different things on my list. Employee autograph, it's a different frame than I've ever seen. It's an actual mini that's stamped and put in the frame, which is very rare for Allen Ginter. And it's got the write-up about the guy actually on the card, when autograph cards don't do that normally. But the big thing is if you're going by, I didn't look up the 2015 odds, but they're pretty much similar year to year. By 2023 standards, to get this out of hobby is 131,669 packs, or 3,100 and some odd hobby boxes. You know, so now, is this the most expensive Allen Ginter card I have? Once again, no. That would be the Danica Patrick mini frame autograph, which I got for half the price of what it's worth, or in that ballpark. But nevertheless, this is the rarest, hardest to pull, and I believe this is usually either the 4th or 5th hardest card year to year to pull out of Allen Ginter, is an employee autograph. So that's what's cool about it, is there's, you know, maybe 10. There's obviously 10 of this card from that year, and maybe they do 5 or 10 employees, each of them having like 10 autographs. And yeah, it's like over 30,000 packs to get this card, and that's just hobby. When you look at the retail odds, you're talking over 100,000 packs before you'd come across something like this. So it's cool in that it's so rare, and it's so hard to pull off of such a big set. And even those people who complain about Allen Ginter or seeing it in a bargain bin or something like that, you got to understand Allen Ginter's is one of their top sellers every year. And go try to find yourself some flagship or Bowman from 2006 or 7. Yeah, you can probably get that stuff pretty easy. Go try to find yourself some Allen Ginter from 2006, 2007, and yeah, you're going to pay up the butt. You know, hobby box, if you couldn't even find one, thousands of dollars. Just a blaster from 2006 is going to cost you $800, and that's if you can even find one. So, nevertheless, that's that. Then, the next thing we pulled was, I showed you the O'Brien autograph I got yesterday. It said keep your eyes peeled for some more of her stuff, because little, you know, it's a pretty card, and I'm just speculating a little bit that, you know, I know she's not going to be as popular as maybe Danica Patrick or Erin Andrews, or maybe Miss USA or Miss Universe or something. But, you know, some of these women athlete cards, or celebrities do often do good because a lot of people are, oh, I liked her and I really liked her and I wish I had this card or that card that she had, you know, trying to make a run at them. So it's a little bit speculating, and I also think it's a cool card. And she's like an Olympic athlete, skier. Plus, she's from San Francisco, and we live in the Bay Area. So, yeah, I was like, yeah, they're cheap right now, so I'll just get all the stuff that I can. Um, so that in 10 years from now, I'm not like hunting and going out of my way to try to find some of these stuff and then paying through the nose or something like that. Or I just wouldn't do it in the future. So this one came with full-size card, this autograph, and a mini A&G back. So that was a good deal, like just over 20 bucks with all the shipping, and that's what some of the people were just selling this base autograph for. And so then I was like, well, if I want to do that, I might as well get a relic or two. So I picked up this, and this came in today. So that's some kind of I imagine like ski outfit or something. It's not like cotton, it's more like a synthetic fiber or something, like maybe one of the tight suits or whatever that they wear, that kind of like a for similar to like a wetsuit or something, you know, I don't know. So we got her relic card, and then the next package we got the short print autograph mini frame. Now the card's exactly the same. The code on the back is exactly the same. The difference is the frame. So it's not even a different ink autograph or a different color or anything. It's all the same. It's just the frame's different. So this is out of 25. So you can only get one in this frame out of 25. So it'd have been nice if they had actually done something like the number 25, maybe get a black pin autograph or green or something like that, and then the reds are the 1s to 5. But nevertheless, that's cool, and that was pretty cheap as well. So I figured I'll just make a little run at her because her cards weren't super high right now, and they're good looking cards, you can see. So we did that, and so we got an autograph, 2 relic, so you know, the goofy relic card, this little run. So that's 1, 2, 3, and the mini Andre Dawson. So that's what we picked up from eBay today. And then at my local card shop, when I was going in there to see what Allen Ginter stuff they had, or pick up one of these clearly authentic, the guy knows that I'm a Dawson collector, and he'd had this sitting on the shelf for a long time, and seeing that I saw it, but I said back in the day, I was like, yeah, that's way too much. I would never pay that for this. So he knocked that down to like 15. And so I was like, okay, I'll do that because it's Dunross Leaf when they were still owned by them. And it's got the 49, which is the 49 home runs that he hit. And it's got the image of the actual jersey that they took this relic from. So I was like, all right, you know, more Andre Dawson's always good for me. So there you have it as far as that stuff goes. I'll just show these other ones. A couple days ago, I got my first Allen Ginter Andre Dawson mini framed autograph card from eBay, because I never had Allen Ginter autograph card that was meant to be autographed. It actually says top certified autograph, so I picked that up. And to go along with that, I needed to get me an Andre Dawson relic, but I found one with the Cubs uniform, and it's a bat card, so I picked that up because I collect minis, and Andre Dawson's my PC guy, so I got that. Now I'm going to have to find me a jersey card. I mean, I'll take the Expos, when, you know, but obviously, as a Cub fan, I prefer the Cubs version. So I got that, so now I have at least a couple examples of Dawson autograph and relic. I don't think he's in any full-size relics. I've never seen one, but I'll keep my eyes peeled. And then we did get the Wasserman. That's another kind of goofy card. Not as goofy as, say, the comedian one that I just showed you. Kind of similar to the employee one. Just not as rare, but it's a good story. Look at his card when you come across it. It's a pretty neat story. Goes like in his 90s and bats against the batting machine, pitching 90-mile-an-hour balls, and he goes out there and hits them every day. He's played like on the Detroit fantasy camp, and he also plays like Einstein and like commercials, and Colonel Sanders. He'll do some of that, so I thought that was neat. So it was just neat to have some weirdo card that most people would be like, nah, but for me, I think that's cool. Alright, so that's the stuff that I wanted to show you for recap reasons. There you got Stevie Nicks silhouette with Mick Fleetwood there. And let's go ahead and do this. So we got this Clearly Authentic. I do still have another blaster, so who knows, maybe I'll do that. Maybe if my wife's interested. It's like 8:30 at night, Saturday, October 28th. Had to work 9 hours of overtime today. I'm gonna have to do pretty much the same thing tomorrow. And then the next couple weeks we'll have to stay anywhere from, we have to wait on these couple places to deliver some stuff, but they don't close till 5, and one of them is way up in Los Altos Hills, which is pretty far from where we're at, which means that like today it still took them almost an hour to get there, even though there's no traffic. Now in the Bay Area the traffic's pretty bad, but since the pandemic, it's not as bad as it used to be because a lot of people are working from home. But certain days of the week it's really bad because people have to go to work, and then other days it's just sort of bad. But it's those people are coming from the north going south towards us, and that's the way all the traffic goes. So they're like in rush hour traffic. It's like when I leave work, I go north, and so I don't get traffic coming home. In the morning I don't get traffic going to work. Everyone's going this way, like towards San Francisco. But these people have to deliver from a really remote part of the county, and it's about as far from us as you can get, almost, you know. So like if we're like in this corner of San Jose, and then like you got 101, and then like, you know, so here's like San Jose, and then here's like Santa Clara where I live, and then here's Sunnyvale where we used to live, and then Mountain View, and then Palo Alto, and then up in the hills here is like Los Altos and all the rich areas. And this place is like way up here in the hills, so they have to come down here and do. And one of the problems with the Bay, at least South Bay, is the airport's right here in the middle. So all the freeways and expressways and stuff have to go around this airport, and that causes all kinds of traffic problems, especially people trying to go home that live south of the city or in San Jose. So everyone's coming here, but there's no shortcuts because the airport's right here. So you can't just get on the surface streets and get around the airport without getting in traffic. Same thing in the morning, just the opposite. So these people have to come way over here, and then they have to find their way around the airport, and then back down here, and then onto this freeway which goes up towards Oakland, which is always crazy. And so even a day like today where there's no traffic, it still takes them an hour to get there. And so I imagine during the week when there's more traffic, you know, I'm gonna be at work till like almost 7. Alright, so I rambled on there. 20 minutes in, let's do this Clearly Authentic. What we're looking for is one of those 2006 style Allen Ginter autograph cards. These are the acetate see-through cards, and it's definitely like putting money in a slot machine and see if you get anything. You're either going to win big or you're going to lose. But at least you'll get something unlike a scratcher. Yeah. It's 8 out of 10 times you're not going to get back what you paid for it. But I got a good deal on this one. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Come on, Allen Ginter. Nope. All right, who is this? I didn't see. I see, and it's a cubby, so that's good for me. Just gonna double check, make sure they didn't hide anything in there. I guess I should have showed you the odds. And I like that it does talk about Allen Ginter here. 2006 Allen Ginter autograph, 1 in 20. Clearly authentic Topps Allen Ginter autograph parallels, blue, purple, orange, gold. So that's cool. So usually keep something that has Allen Ginter related. So I'll probably save this box or the other one, whichever is in better condition. But this one's pretty solid. All right, so it's not an Allen Ginter, but it is a Cub. And who is it? So it is a rookie. So I've gotten lucky on these. At least they've all been rookies. But unfortunately for me, this is a pitcher. And once again, I believe that is the flagship Topps design, which is cool. So nothing against that. It is a rookie, but it is a pitcher. So pitchers are usually not as valuable, or it takes a long time for them to establish themselves to become valuable. Like how long before Clayton Kershaw's cards really shot up. They might shoot up really quick if they're a really big pitcher right off the bat, but then they'll just kind of dwindle a little bit and kind of stagnate for a long time until you start to realize, yeah, this guy's probably a Hall of Famer. Then they'll start to go back up. So this is Braylon Marquez. But these are 2021, so yeah, I'm not super familiar with him. He might still be around, but I'll have to look that up. So there you go. That's maybe a better. So it's a nice autograph. Even though it is a Cub and it is a rookie card, I would be willing to trade if anyone has Allen Ginter stuff. Some equivalent or something like an archive signature series, one of these mini framed autographs, or a full size autograph, or an archives, or one of these clearly authentic Allen Ginter versions or something. Even though he's a Cub, but I'm more of a Ginter collector than a team set collector. I do keep my good Cub stuff, you know, like Say Hey or whatever. Suzuki, but you know, this would probably have to be more something like Ryan Sandberg or Rick Sutcliffe, or you know, Derek Lee or something for me to be like, oh, I'm going to keep that no matter what. But so I'm even willing to trade Cub stuff. But yeah, that's cool. That's a nice looking autograph. There you go. That's no offense to Braylon, but that's probably more of a miss as far as value, you know, return on investment, but still a cool card. And who knows, you know, has the potential. And at least it's a rookie. But there you go. So Bob's your uncle. So anybody, you can comment me and let me know what you think. You know, doesn't even have to be an Andre Dawson, you know. It could be just any old Allen Ginter. You know, I'm definitely looking for a mini one of these. But, you know, If you got some Allen Ginter card that you got from archives that you're like, I don't really care about that card, but oh, I would like to have a rookie in place of that, you know, hey, they are called trading cards for a reason, right? Or if you have some Andre Dawson stuff that, you know, maybe it doesn't have to be Allen Ginter, you know, Gypsy Queen, stuff like that, that might be something cool like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, so that was another mini framed Allen Ginter Andre Dawson thing that I did get a couple months ago. That's 4 of 10. That's the cloth card. So I should have showed that when I did show like the relic. So that's a super cool pickup that I got recently. And so threw that in there. And there's a couple of my Danica Patricks. These ones I had for the first 18 years. Just picked this up last week. The mini black border, which these have skyrocketed in value, but I got this one for a steal because the guy put it up for auction and nobody had noticed it, and I picked it up for the minimum he was asking for to just start bidding. So I stole that card. Probably should get 5 years, 5 to 6, maybe 4 with good behavior, which is probably not going to happen. And before that, I'd picked up my Grail card, that Danica Patrick mini framed autograph from 2006. So who knows? This one may be somebody's version of this in the next 10, 15, 20 years. And, you know, it's nice to be ahead of the game this time around. But things have changed so much since 2006. They didn't have these kind of things back then, these different frames and stuff like that. Alright, so I don't know. What do you think? Maybe you should go ahead and open this other blaster because it's been eating away at me for, I think it's been over a week now that I had that one. There's that 10th anniversary one that was my kind of placeholder before. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and open it. We're only at 27 minutes. So this will be more of a faster break. Mostly because I'm looking for short prints or Brooklyn backs and like I've said before, the last 6 blasters have been pretty. 5 of them were what I called epic, not extraordinary, but like epic in the fact that we got a bunch, almost all short prints from the minis. The last one was really, really good. It was like 5 short prints out of 8. No, it was like 6 short prints out of 8, when the other 5 before that were like 7 short prints out of 8. So that last one was a little less, wasn't as good. But I haven't broken any 2023 in a while, so maybe you guys had a break. Other than the stuff I got from eBay. But let's see if this one's pretty good. Epic, extraordinary, or spectacular, or whatever other. Mostly judging it based on the minis, other than any of the more, because the full-size short prints aren't as hard, obviously, as minis to get. But filigrees, relics, or autographs or something like that, you know, definitely gonna make this a good box, because blasters, you don't get as many good cards as far as like hits. And like I even told you on that employee autograph thing, you would have to open 130,000 of these to even get that card. You know, like, how much money would that cost you that you could just go like buy all the mini framed autograph employee cards from probably all the sets and spend less money than you would. Well, there's your pack. Trying to buy that many boxes, you know. you're a billionaire and you got plenty of money and time on your hands and you're just like, want the challenge. Would you like to open some?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright, folks, she doesn't feel like opening, so Lady Luck is going to have to turn into something like Last Pack Magic or something. Alright, let's see if we get that Sarah Emma card out of this one. Because the last blaster we opened, we did get the Bald Eagle card that I had needed, but I just ordered. So maybe let's see if we get the Sarah Emma. Alright, Real Muto. And as I said in the last video, Game 2 of the World Series just ended, and spoiler alert, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Diamondbacks beat Texas like 6-1 or something like that, so to tie the series up at 1. Dale Murphy, so that's cool. Guess I should be checking the backs of these for short prints. It's been a while since pulled anything big out of other than like a relic. I don't remember the last autograph that I pulled out of a blaster. It's been years, I think. And then of course you get your one insert set, one insert card per pack, and one mini. So there you go. We got a short print Trey Turner, and then an Eric Gagne, which I've had so much trouble saying his name this year. Gagne, Eric Gagne. I don't know why I'm having trouble with that. So maybe I'll do that at the game where I do the minis at the end. Alright, just going straight down the box. I think this year the blasters that have had a hit or something in it have usually been earlier in the blaster than they were in the past. So, we got a Diaz. I'm going to get my mini out of here first. Sorry, folks. Hide those to the end. See what kind of short prints we got out of the minis. So we got a Diaz, number 210. Lou Brock, number 289. I did notice we got a talented goofball, serious and goofball gag card coming up. A Verlander, base. Alcantara, let's put this aside for a second. So those are all base. No short prints in there. And our insert is the talented. So it's serious because the bird cards are beautiful and serious kind of bird card. And my wife's over here causing problems, knocking things over. Just kidding. But it's goofy because it says talented. And nope, we got the Harrier. So as you can see, that's just a normal looking card about a bird. But as you can see here, it says Talon, like his talons. But he's talented, so that's goofy all at the same time. I love these cards. I think they're cool. Some people don't like them, but fiddlesticks. So it's cool. I did complete the set of 20. Took a while, and I ordered 2 off of eBay, and so far I still have not pulled myself that Sarah Emma card, which I did get in eBay reveal last week. But yeah, it's funny, like how there's that one card that'll elude you, like the Andre Dawson short print eluded me for 10 years since he went in the first, since he was in the 2013 set. I've never pulled an Andre Dawson short print until this year. So there's always that card that's going to elude you. And it's half the size of, you know, Allen Ginter's is what, 400 card set. And it used to be 400 cards, and that was if you had the super short prints. So it was a 350 card set just to get the base set and the short set, but now it's like up to 400. And what is flagship around 800. So they print a lot. So yeah, there's going to be cards that elude you. No matter how many boxes you open, there's always going to be that couple cards that somebody else got like 50 of, and you never got one. And to complete your set or your whatever checklist you're trying to check off, there's always going to be that card that you'll never get, no matter how many times, no matter how much you try. There's Baez, base.